There it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to E20 Zone TV player ratings times. Waiting for Mitchell, he should be here soon, hopefully, wherever the hell that boy is. Lucas, how are you, man?
I am good. Just another day, another, what is it? I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, it's another day. It's just still trying to cope with everything I saw yesterday, but we move.
Yeah, shit, mate. It was shit. Listen, I'm not even going to go into one tonight. I think I've really calmed down from last night, and now I'm just more deflated more than anything, if I'm being honest. But it is what it is. But we'll get into it. We'll start off, me and you, on this man. Lucas Fabianski. Let me change the layout quickly to me and you there. Go ahead. Fire away.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, definitely not one of his stronger performances. I felt like he didn't catch anything all day. He just punched everything away. In reality, he didn't have a lot to do. He didn't have to make any difficult saves. The first goal, can't really ask much from him. Second goal was atrocious. Third goal is a good goal, but on the corners, he punched everything where he could have caught, I would say. Most of them, to be fair. His second goal is inexcusable. I think a 4 is fair. Probably could go 3 because that second goal he conceded was so bad. It was that bad that I was willing to give him a 3, but I'm going to give him a 4.
Mitch, stop calling me, mate. I can't answer my phone. Lucas messaged him and said him I can't answer.
Yeah, he doesn't have a link, so I'm texting it to him.
Right. What it is, for me, is for the sort of first half, I thought Fab was all right. I thought he didn't really do... What did he do wrong, really? Yeah, he come out, he punched a few balls out. All right, fair enough. Maybe he could have caught them. All right, second half, that goal... Fucking hell, mate. That's just... All right, that goal irritates me. Every time I see it, it's like you're an experienced goalkeeper. You're not a 22, 23-year-old who's rookie. He's played international football. He's played for Arsenal. He's played for some sides. To get done on your near post like that was scandalous. What am I going to give him? I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. Mitch, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I was waiting for the link. I thought I had it.
Well, man did send you the link, but you didn't.
Yes,
it was in the group chat, son. So I'm going to give him a 4. Mitch, what are you saying on Fabianski?
You gave him a 4. I'll give him a 4. His handling was really poor last night. Should have caught more. I thought, and obviously for the second goal, it was embarrassing. Really poor. His distribution was pretty poor as well. Just average for Fabianski. And thank you, Steve.
What a save.
And yeah, it is time for Abiolo to come in now. 100%. I said this, mate. I would have started him at Newcastle away, first game of last season. I would have incorporated into the team because we all know he's better than Fabianski. I don't know why he's still not into the team yet.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Well, I don't know what's happened to my stream yard. Lucas, I need your assistance. And this next player up, mate, is Coufal. Can you put him up as a banner, please, mate?
Yeah.
Don't know what the fuck has happened to my stream yard tonight. Right, let's get into it with him. Who should I start off with? I'll tell you what, I'll go first this one. Pretty easy rating for me. I'm going to give him a low 4. I thought he was good first half. I thought he was okay, right? Or he was better than good. I thought second half he just got completely destroyed. Not his fault, really. Like, he did get booked when he shouldn't have got booked. And it was never a booking, really. So I'll give him a 4, mate. That's the best. A low 4. I thought second half they worked on him big time, and I blame Moyes for that. I really do. Mitchell.
Gave him a 4, did you say?
Yeah.
Low 4.
Second half, he's been 2 of them goals. It's him, innit? He leaves Martinelli on side. Well, he leaves Martinelli on side. That's the first one. Doesn't get out quick enough. The second goal, Martinelli roasts him and then puts it away near post for the second one.
I'll give Coufal. I give him a low 6.
Nah, he's not a 6, Mitch. Really?
I thought first half he was absolutely brilliant. I thought he was probably our best player.
Right.
Like a 7, probably an 8 actually. How good he was. Absolutely faultless. Second half he dropped off quite a bit. I'd say the offside one he should have done a bit better with. I agree with you on that one. Because even if it wasn't a shot, and I know Lucas said, but it was lucky, but even if Odegaard chose to pass it through instead of shoot, then Coufal would have played him on side anyway. But for the Martinelli one, I disagree. I think the blame goes on Fabianski for that one. Yeah. And he's left him on the side, which isn't threatening. He's not, he's closed down the space well, I thought, Coufal, well enough for the angle to be tight. So, for me, Fabianski's to blame on that one.
Yeah, maybe. Lucas, before you give your rating, I will come out of here and come back in because my stream yard's fucked, mate. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, give your rating for Coufal, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 6. Not a low 6, a standard 6, because I thought first half he was as close to sublime, in my opinion, as you could be. He just, again, wasn't faultless, looked really good, and that's really all there was to the first half. Then second half, he got wrongfully booked, in my opinion. I think him getting a yellow card for that tackle was just horrendous because, I mean, he won the ball first, and then really anything after that, I mean, he can't really control it. He went for the ball, he won it, and then obviously as soon as you get that once you get that yellow card and you're going up against Martinelli the whole match, they're just going to keep going at you. And for the second goal, he marked him up well, got him on his weak foot, made him shoot near post, and the shot wasn't even good, honestly, and Fabianski fucked it up. So yeah, 6 for me.
Cool, mate. I must be being harsh tonight, but I don't know. I don't know what you lads are seeing really in that second half. I thought he was terrible. I really did.
I did, mate. But first half he was great. First half I give him a 7 or 8.
Yeah, but the
second
first half
I give him a 4.
But the first half, you can say he was great, but it's a game over 90 minutes. And then second half,
second half he was terrible. First half he was good. Put it in between. I give him a 6.
So you're telling me he was an 8 in the first half?
Yeah, probably
he was really good first half. I thought
I'll probably give him
maybe, yeah.
If he played the way he did over the full 90 minutes like that, which would be basically impossible for Coufal. But if he did, I would have given him an 8.
Yeah, fair enough. Moving on to this man, Craig Dawson. Let's start off with him. Lucas, take it away.
He was a bit quiet for me. He headed a lot of balls away. Really didn't fluff about with any decisions. He cleared everything, head and foot. Didn't get done.
And also, another thing Coufal done, which was really good, was it was in the first half. Never mind. Sorry.
Move on. Carry on.
You know what? I'm going to give Dawson a 6. Again, a standard Dawson performance for me. Like I said, cleared everything, head and foot. Didn't get done. Really didn't.
He did it, I think, once or twice.
Not like in a dangerous situation.
Not as in like Kehrer done.
Yeah. But 6 for me.
6. I'm going to agree. I thought Dawson was the best of a bad bunch, really. You know what I mean? I thought he was all right. It's standard performance, ain't you just said there, and I absolutely agree with you. It was literally a standard performance from him. So, yeah, listen up. Dawson for me, I'll give him a 6. Low 6 for me. Mitch, Dawson.
I'll give him a high 5.
High 5 for you, mate. Yeah. We'll move on to this man. In fact, this is going to be fun. Kehrer. Mitch, I'll let you go first this one. Take it away.
Tough rating, actually. I want to give him a 4, but no, I thought about it. I thought first half was pretty solid, pretty faultless, actually. It was. I think that's where he got spun was the big bad thing. Second half, he wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible. Again, it was just that one bad thing he did.
Right. Best way of summing this up with him, because I know this is going to be a tricky rating, because it's going to be a tricky rating for me. On the first half, what would you have rated him? Just if the game was just 45 minutes, what would you have rated Kehrer? Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought he was alright first half.
High 6.
Yeah, I was around the 6 part, like 6, high 6, around that way, yeah. So I agree with you on that. So the second half, then what you give him?
I'd probably go 4.
Second half, I'd give him a 4, which is why 5. You're right. 5.
I'm gonna have to give him a 3, mate. I have to be lower than you lads. I really am.
Well,
yeah, I am. No, I am, mate. That goal against Eddie Nketiah is scandalous. Like let's remember, Kehrer's supposed to be a German international. He's played for PSG. He's supposed to be a top defender.
I'll give him a high 4. I should give him a high 4.
And Eddie Nketiah turned him inside out like a good one. You know what I'm saying? He comes out. I was saying what West Ham Online said yesterday, which I make him 100% right. Kehrer comes flying out of like challenges, and he's a liability. That's the problem with him. He's a liability, and I don't like to say it, but we need to get him onto the right-hand side, and to get rolled by Eddie Nketiah, like Richard says in the chat there, I make 100% right. That's embarrassing, mate, for me. So, yeah, I'm giving him a 3, mate. I thought he was terrible in the second half.
I think he's not as bad as people say. I think he's a good player. I just think maybe he needs to kind of...
But he's rash, though, Mitch, isn't he? He is rash, isn't he?
But that's something that I think can be worked on. I think if Moyes can just tell him, look, you need to calm down a bit. Let's work with you in training on timing your tackles just a bit more. And like put him in situations daily in training. And hopefully
I think he just
might be a fucking great manager. Fuck.
I think he just needs to learn to not use his aggressiveness as a fullback when he's playing center half. If that makes sense.
He always seems like to me, Kehrer, that it's always a last ditch tackle. Everything's last ditch. Like he's sliding in, we don't have to, and he's just not clever enough. Like I can understand.
He doesn't win easy tackles, James. That's a superb little thing you just said there. I like it.
He don't, mate. He don't. If you analyse him as a whole, every time he's playing, it's always over the top. He's always over the top with a tackle and all that. I can understand him doing professional fouls. I like that in a player because that's sensible play. If a team you're going to get broken on, and he pulls a player back and takes a yellow card, that's a team player in my eyes. So I can't knock him for that. But every time he's sliding in, he's out of control. I go back to the Brighton game, the first game he sort of played for West Ham. He's sliding everywhere. Like I'm thinking, mate, you're on one. Do you know what I'm saying? So, well, I've said 3. What are you saying? 4s.
I'm giving him just a 5.
Just a 5 for you. Fair enough, mate. We'll move on to this man, Cresswell. Fuck me, he's going to get better. Lucas, let you go first. This one, take it away.
Easy 4. He did one good thing yesterday, and that was take a shot right in the fucking face, right in the mush. That's the only thing he done well. Besides that, did absolutely next to nothing. His free kicks from open play were an abomination. His defending was horrid. I don't care if he's going up against Saka.
It's free kicks from open play.
No, like when we won a free kick, he'd put the ball down fast and then he'd play it.
Yeah.
It was terrible. He gave it away.
And do you know what? Yeah, well, when I was watching it yesterday, he gets a corner, he don't even put the ball on the line, and he still can't cross the ball in. The ball's not even touching the line. It's about that far away from the line, and he still can't cross the ball in. It was terrible yesterday. I'll be honest with you.
His defending was horrible, and I don't care if it's Saka, which I know he's a good player, but his effort was terrible in my opinion. And yeah, he just didn't do anything. Easy 4. That's it. 4.
You know what? I'd have to give him a 3.
I'm in. Do you know what? You saying 3, he said 4. I'm in the middle of all both of you. I'm like high 3, 3, 4. I thought he was
Like
terrible.
he's done so many bad things just him. I'm like kind of putting him up. Like he's passing like from midfield, like from defence to attack, all time was shit. Just doing super loads of balls every time.
And do you know what? That ball that he
Defensively was
plays
awful.
every time, that ball down the line over the top,
Fucking hate it.
all the time. It is
Fucking
like the
hate
most predictable ball that he does every single
It's
fucking time he
risky.
plays.
Like you never see Man City doing those stupid bollocks.
I agree.
Balls.
I agree.
Coufal, him and Coufal are the worst for it. They fucking love it.
Unreal, mate. Unreal.
And to be fair, they're strumming it.
Right, what are you saying then, Mitch, for him?
I'm giving 3. For me, I think he's probably a worse player today. Actually, now thinking about it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think there's another one.
He was the worst offender for me. Kehrer, in my opinion, made one horrible mistake. Like,
I think because
absolutely
he
dumb.
was horrible.
That was
Cresswell didn't do anything good yesterday. And was horrible over the full 90 minutes. It's probably why I'd give him a 3.
I'll go high 3. It's not a 4 for me. I agree with both of you. What you said, same things, predictable, defensively suspect. When you put pace up against Aaron Cresswell, which I've always said, he gets ripped a new one, and he got ripped a new one yesterday against Saka. High 3 for me. Lucas.
4.
4 for you, mate. Right, we'll move on. We go
fucking
central.
Shit. I don't give a fuck when we'll say best player of the season. He's fucking. He's banging average.
Right, let's go to this man. Thomas, I will complete 8 passes in a match. Soucek, as Mitchell dies on us. How can this man complete 8 passes in the time he was on the pitch? Is unreal. Lucas, take it away.
First half, I actually thought he was decent. I kind of liked the idea. Like I said yesterday, I kind of liked the idea of him being a bit further up the pitch, trying to press and win the ball back. And if they did get past him or try to play a ball past him, if Paqueta or Rice intercept it, they can start build up from there. Because, as we all know, Thomas Soucek, if he starts to build up, it's turning to shit. But first half, I would have given him a solid 6. But second half, it was a monstrosity, to be kind. And
absolutely
when I put the averages together, second half he was about a 3. So for me, maybe worse. So I'm gonna go 4.
I absolutely agree. I thought first half he was all right. I thought he was causing problems. Balls over the top. He was getting there. He was thereabouts. Second half, the man got completely destroyed. It was like at half time, Arteta said, get on Soucek because he can't pass the ball, save his life. And them complete passes are 8. I wonder how many passes were incomplete.
He only attempted like 16 passes, right?
I think so,
18.
something like 8.
Which, let's be honest, it's a blessing and a curse because honestly, do we want Thomas Soucek passing the ball? No. So in that regard, I kind of like that. But at the same time, as a midfielder, you have to be able to make. You got to be able to pass the ball.
He don't make himself available. Yeah, we need him.
And I think really no one. And I'm saying what Mitchell said last night, which is absolutely bang on. I think Paqueta looks at him and goes, "I can't give him the ball," and Paqueta tries to do too much because Soucek with the ball is pointless, basically. I'll give him a rating of a 4. That's being kind. Right, and that's really for his first half performance. Second half, got absolutely smashed to bits, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I'll give him a 4. Mitch?
I'd give him a low 4. I think second half is probably a 2. First half, like high 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I've covered it all already. If I start speaking about it, I'm just going to get really angry. So
that's right, mate. We'll move on. Move on to this man, Declan Rice. First half, excellent. I'll give him a high 7, even an 8. I thought
Yeah, I
he was
agree,
excellent in the first half. He got about the pitch. His positional play in the first half was excellent.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they done at half time, Arsenal, but I think they just made sure don't go anywhere near Declan and just target the rest of them. Paqueta, Soucek, and second half he was poor. Getting bullied off the ball by Saka is just embarrassing for me. It really is. It really is. And the way he got manhandled on that. I'll let Lucas go first in this one. Declan Rice, mate.
Yeah, I mean, you said it all basically. I thought first half he was borderline sensational. Declan Rice that we know and love. And then second half, he really was bang average. That might even be kind. But not to go too much into it, I'm going to give him a 6. Standard 6. And I'm sorry, but my FPL team is absolutely flying right now.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to give him a 6 and all. I think first half he was excellent. I think second half he was running around everywhere, wasn't he? He was absolutely trying his hardest to do something for us, and he does throw his hands up in the air and all. I keep seeing that quite often. I keep seeing people pull him up on that, which I'll be honest with you, if you've got Soucek next to you, you're going to have the mainly, ain't you? Let's be real. So yeah, I'll give him a 6. Saka did mash him up in that second half, and let's be honest, Saka shouldn't be doing that to Declan. Really, Declan should be all over it.
Mash him up.
Yeah, so I'll give him a 6. Mitch.
6. As you already covered, first half he was very good. Second half, passing was a bit weird. Like he was doing weird passes, trying passes, doing unrice-like things. Didn't carry the ball forward at all.
Yeah.
Defensively wasn't as good. So yeah, I give him a low 6.
Low 6. We'll move on to this man. This is going to be interesting. Lucas Paqueta. Mitch, I'll let you go first. What do you think of his performance yesterday?
Well, first half, he was actually pretty decent. I know people wouldn't agree with me, but I thought he was quite good first half. Defensively, I think he's really shit, actually, I think. But he's got a good work rate for that midfield. He's good at the press. It's just his actual tackling. He seems to get like.
I think he's more of a. Well, I'm not saying he's a great interceptor of the ball, but I feel like in his defensive capabilities, he's more of an interceptor than a tackler because his tackling is very weak.
I think his passing is inconsistent. I think his passing is inconsistent and all. Like he'll do one really amazing pass, and everyone will rate that pass, and then there'll be a simple pass which is like 5 or 10 yards, and he's passing it to no one, or he's passing it out.
Again, I believe so much in Paqueta as a player that I think he would be. He would just sharpen up on every attribute if he was in the right system, under the right manager, around the right players. As is like for Brazil, you never saw him do sloppy passes for Brazil. And everyone says, "Oh, but it's Brazil though. They've got incredible players. Like it makes him look good." Like no, like when players are near him and they're all on the same wavelength, and he doesn't have the pressure on him.
Yeah.
Then he can just kind of do his thing. But when he's got the pressure on him to do everything, which is not the kind of player he is, then I think he really does struggle with that.
I agree with Anthony on that comment. Paqueta 5. He was okay, but still gets caught on the ball. The man gets caught on the ball all the time. He thinks he's got so much time on the ball.
Yeah, he does need to hurry up with that.
Like it's like he gets the ball, and Arsenal swarm around him, and then he's like kicking it to the fast. Basically, he's not he's not looking for a play. He's just trying to get the ball away, sort of thing. I'm going to have to agree with Anthony on that. I'm probably going to give him a high 5 at best. Yeah, I can't think I can give him any. Well, I can't give him lower than that because I don't think he was. Was he really that bad? Like he was in certain aspects. He does irritate me though because I want to see more from him, and I'm just not seeing it. But is that Moyes? Is that the system? I don't know. But yeah, I'll give him a standard 5, mate. I think. Lucas,
high 5 for me. I agree with the passing inconsistencies. I do enjoy his work rate. I do enjoy when he pulls out a tremendous pass when we need one, but again, it seems like the system is failing him just a bit. I think we really need. I mean, we all know the problem, but I'm going to state the obvious. We really need another technical midfielder in there, whether it be Flynn Downs, Fornals, even though he's been our worst player this season, even Lanzini, I feel like would help him out to a certain extent.
I 100% agree.
But,
in fact, if I saw a midfield, even though Lanzini's gone to shit, I would actually be happy if I saw a midfield of Lanzini, Paqueta, and Rice against Brentford.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is there's not. You're relying on Declan Rice to do all the sort of utility work.
Yeah, but that's
He
what
does for England anyway. That's what he does for
That's
England.
what he's best at.
Yeah, but the problem is with England, he's got good players around him at England. Like at West Ham, he's got people like Thomas Soucek and co who can't fucking
Well,
defend.
Thomas Soucek won't be playing.
Well, get Flynn Downs in there, bro. That's what I keep saying.
Mate, I know it's not about the players you play. Yeah, but England play against world-class teams. We're playing against Brentford.
Brentford will play like fucking Brazil against us. Let's play
Again,
like that.
I agree with Mitch. I feel like he can sharpen up in a lot of areas, especially his passing and his decision making just needs to be a little bit faster. That's why, again, I've slammed on. I know we paid 50-odd million pound for him, but he's only played how many Premier League games now? 5, 6.
More than that, I think.
Who?
Paqueta, how many has he played?
Oh,
About
10?
9, I think. About 9, 10, I think.
Christ. Yeah.
He's played. The problem is, Luke, is we can't
He's got to
keep
get
saying.
more sharper.
Yeah, he has got to get more sharper. What are you rating him? What are you giving him?
I'm giving him a high 5.
High 5. We'll move on to this man. Jared Bowen.
Or, when Cornet comes back, stick Cornet on the left, Benrahma in the middle, and then the midfield 2 of Rice and Paqueta. How about that?
Anything I do at the minute, mate, as long as I can see a fucking W on the win sheet. Do you know what I'm saying? Jared Bowen.
Yeah.
Well, what we're saying about Jared Bowen, I thought first 10, maybe 15 minutes of that in the first half, I thought he was poor. He slides in, gets booked. He wasn't helping Coufal out, and then he started helping Coufal out, and I thought he played all right, Bowen. Not great, but he was all right. Mitch, what are you saying for Bowen?
I'll give him tough one. But you know what? I'll give him a low 6. I thought he was actually all right.
Right, I just want to say this quickly. Eastside Views, hi lads. I just want to say I told you that Moyes is a crap manager. So I just want everyone in the chat to know that Eastside Views, which is there, has said that Moyes is a crap manager. There you go, Eastside Views. Now you're famous, bro. I've made you a man. Carry on, Mitch.
Noted.
I thought first half he actually quite good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Kind of died out the game a bit. Obviously won the penalty for us. Yeah, I thought it was all right. One of his better performances this season overall, and because he's been so bad this season, in my opinion.
Did win the penalty and all.
Yeah. So
Did win the pen,
yeah, I'll give him a low 6.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I make mine short and sweet. Low 6. Won the penalty. I don't know what it is with Bowen though. One thing I will say is it's not the same player as he was last year. He just isn't the same player. Like, is he a season
Lucas
wonder?
says he's better than Saka.
Yeah, I know, but we need to like get that out of our memories. Yeah, low 6 for me. Lucas.
Easy 6 for me. I thought Bowen was one of our better consistent players yesterday.
Is he better than Saka, Lucas?
The only thing I will say.
I'm not baiting into your
right. Yeah,
your bullshit.
I know he's trying to wind up. The only thing I will say, he's got to keep running backwards. When he gets the ball, he runs backwards.
Yeah, but yesterday was the first time in a long time where he was actually going at defenders, and he was just for me he wasn't mustard, but he was very consistent. The only thing really that one challenge from behind was silly. It's a yellow card all day.
It was
6 for me.
Yeah.
6.
No wonder why Kane and Alfie are mates. Like, they are literally cut from the same cloth. They're both trolling fucking cunts.
Right, we will move on to Saeed Benrahma. I will get to the comments shortly. Mitchell.
Saeed Benrahma. 5. High 5 I'll give him. I don't think he was that good yesterday rather. He won the penalty, scored the penalty. What am I talking about? I'm talking bollocks. He scored the penalty, good pen. Besides from that, did not really do anything to note of the game. His work rate was good, but besides from that, I think going forward, he was pretty useless, sadly. So I'll give him a high 5.
I'll go next. I'll give him a 6. He puts the penalty away. None of our lads can score a penalty, and let's be honest, he puts it away with ease, like it ain't even a problem. What else did he do? He's a trier. One thing I will say, he's a trier. He will have shots. He will try and make something happen. Like, and some of our players don't do that. So yeah, I think he deserves a 6, and I think he was really no different to Bowen. I think Bowen maybe gets it a little bit more of an edge on it. I think Bowen was a little bit better than him, but nothing major in it. So yeah, I'll give him a 6. Lucas.
Yeah, 6. Great penalty. But besides that, didn't really bring much. Again, I agree. Good work rate yesterday. But yeah, just wasn't that. But scored a penalty. Great penalty, by the way. So 6.
This is how you know there's a fucking agenda. Alfie gave Benrahma the same rating as Cresswell yesterday. What do you think about that, James?
And what was the rating?
5. He gave Benny a 5 and Cresswell 5.
Listen, I don't know how many more times I've got to say it, yeah? But I've seen an agenda with Saeed Benrahma on Twitter, especially. Like, I've seen people coming out. I see someone earlier on saying about Benrahma, oh, he had a bad performance. Like he's the only man who had a fucking bad performance yesterday. When there's people like Paqueta who was bad, Soucek was bad, Kehrer was fucking so bad it was unreal. Like, and it just seems like they target Saeed Benrahma consistently. Now, to me, I've said it from minute one. I said there's a more sinister thing when people don't like Saeed Benrahma because he's not that fucking bad. Oh, sorry, I've got to disagree. I look at him. He does the same amount of work as some of the others, and he's scapegoated easily.
His work rate ain't called out enough. I think his work rate is one of the best in the club, in the squads. My opinion. I think his work rate is superb.
This season,
he's the only one. Yeah. Let's be honest. He's the only one who has a shot really from outside the box. I don't really see Bowen having any shots outside the box, or Paqueta, or Antonio, even though last year Antonio's got a rocket. Right, so I don't see anyone else having a shot, trying to make something happen. And I think the way Moyes has treated him is scandalous, and I think it proves to every fan that Moyes has got a massive agenda against Saeed Benrahma. Like digging him out yesterday, what's all that about?
The problem is what Hamed's saying here.
Yeah,
and he's explaining himself about Benrahma and about his level. Like Benrahma, no one should be discussing about Benrahma, about his level, whether he should be starting or not. Benrahma and Rice are the two been our two best players this season. They're not a problem. So let's not talk about them as if they're a problem. Let's just focus on the actual.
I think it's very easy.
Soucek, the defenders.
I think it's very easy to knock Benrahma, but no one's knocking the other players. Like Benrahma's not the only man in the team. Let's be honest. He's not the only one. He's the only one doing something. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what are people saying about Bowen? So I think you just got to weigh it up. Some people got their favourite, some people haven't. For me, I think Benny's done okay. Right? Don't get me wrong, he should be doing better than okay, because I've always said he will be a good player. But I think there's an agenda there, mate. I've always said that. I'm minute one. I'll stick by it to the day I go, mate. 100%. Moving on to where is he? This man, Mikel Antonio. I thought first half he was good. He looked on it.
I thought he was really good, actually.
Yeah, I thought he was really, really good first half. There was no him in Brentford being a doorman. He was being a footballer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Second half, once he had that shot and he missed, he sort of lost all his confidence, really. And then after that, he's become the doorman again. Lucas, take it away for Antonio, mate.
Yeah, first half I was actually really impressed with how he played. I mean, he had a few poor touches, but he made some really good runs. He was very active, and I was impressed. It was like not vintage Antonio, but just from this season so far, the best he's looked in a while. And then second half, He had one shot attempt, wasn't great. When he could have done a lot better. I'm not saying he should score, but it should be a lot better.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him just a 6.
Yeah. I don't know. First half good. He had the chance, he missed. Then after that, he was quiet all the way through the game. Literally nothing really. I'll give him a high 5. I think the first half was a 6, high 6, and the second half was very, very low. So I'll give him a high 5 for me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
not a 7.
Yeah,
definitely not a 7.
Kane's on it tonight, but
come on.
Yeah, but
But
Kane's
come
allowed.
on, mate. Like, don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
The one big chance we had in the game, he fucked up. Like,
You've got to realise something, right? Kane does it to trigger you, so just ignore
mate,
it.
him
right?
and Alfie are just, mate.
Yeah. Well, Alfie's Alfie.
They
I mean,
it's just fucking childish.
he got called out earlier on, so it doesn't matter.
Did
Listen,
he? Bio.
yeah, I'll tell you later. Antonio, Mitch.
6. Standard 6.
Yeah.
I thought it was right, brilliant off the ball. His pressing was basically non-existent. He was just walking about again. First half, he was very good though.
Yeah.
But in the second half, when it threw a goal, and there's a big chance.
That's a major chance, isn't it? To be honest.
Massive chance, yeah. And he could have played it across to Benrahma. He completely fucked up. And yeah, that was a big chance to get us back into the game, but he fucked it up. But besides from that, he was good in the game. He was good, so I'll give him a 6.
Right, let's go to subs. Did Flynn Downs come on last night? I can't even remember.
No.
He didn't. Who was it?
No.
Fornals.
Fornals.
And the other one was the young lad, wasn't it? Well, let's start off with the young lad first. He comes on for 4 minutes.
Oh, you spelled it wrong, James. I was ranting about it last night, and you've only gone and proven it.
It doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't. His name's called Mbamba. And you can have a look at it.
No,
it is.
No, it's not.
Right.
Mbamba. There's
No,
no
listen.
2 B's. There's 1 B.
Be what I want to be. That's what I'm going to say. Just like bringing back the old garage days. Listen,
Fuck's sake.
the way I look at this, there's no point rating him. Right, he got 4 minutes. Right, I feel sorry for him. Really, one thing I will say, give him some credit. He did run around and he did try and press, unlike some people in our team.
He did. You know what, James? He did. I suppose.
Yeah, so he didn't do that. But yeah, we won't rate him. Let's go to this man. I don't know what's happened to him, Lucas. Pablo Fornals. Explain to me where he's like the invisible man there. No one ever sees him.
I don't think anything's happened to him. I don't know. He just fell out of favor, and I don't know why. I don't think he's gotten worse. So I mean, it's got to be because of tactical reasons.
I
But
actually think he's got better. If anything, that sounds crazy.
his shot yesterday was surprisingly a very good strike.
Do you know what? I've never been his biggest fan, right? But I will say one thing: when he has come on, we have looked a bit brighter. Like not much, but a bit brighter.
So the three of him, Paqueta and Rice for me is the way I'd start against Brentford 100%.
I think he does need to play a game though. One thing I will say, I think we need this geezer back in the team. I think we need to win a game ugly, like because West Ham ain't playing well at the minute. It's as simple as that. So we've got to win a game ugly somehow.
I think,
right? I think he's the best man to do it.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want Soucek in the side, and I know there's a lot of people that would love to see Downs. And I'll be honest, a midfield 3 of Paqueta, Rice, Downs, or Paqueta, Rice, Fornals, I'd be really fine with that because, I mean, Fornals and Downs are going to have the work rate. They're better technically. But I would say if we wanted to get up the pitch, be a bit more creative, I think Pablo Fornals should be the guy that's in the middle.
Mm. What you lads rating him?
I'd give him a 6. He had more time on the pitch, but he didn't really do anything besides from that little bit of skill. So I'd have to give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.
But he did look good. He did look good.
Lucas? What you give him? 6 out of 10. Right, we'll move on to this man, the ref. Oh,
brilliant yesterday. I thought he was really good, Michael Oliver.
You winding me up or what?
No.
Right. I'm going to let you go ahead then, bro. All right. Explain to me how he was
No,
good.
I'm
And
trying
said,
you a little bit. It weren't brilliant. I thought it was alright though. I thought besides from the harsh yellow card and Coufal, we got everything right in the end.
Which was major because once he was booked, Arsenal targeted him for the rest of the game. Let's be honest. The referee, the penalty for Cresswell is embarrassing. Hits him in the face, and he gives it a penalty. That's it.
It's a hard one though. It does look like in real time.
Yeah.
That is a penalty. I thought it was a penalty. To be fair,
I think there was a couple of soft decisions, really, and fouls there where players were getting fouled, and he was just letting the game go.
I remember that. To be honest.
Yeah. I thought he was. Well, I'll give him a rating. I'll give him a 3 out of 10. That's being kind.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I thought he was terrible, mate. I really did. And that's not me being biased. It ain't. Right? Because that's one thing with me. I try and be as real as I can be, especially when it comes to sort of ratings and things. But I thought he was shit, mate. I thought that the Coufal yellow card is embarrassing. Coufal gets the ball. Fair enough. He catches the man. Don't get me wrong. And it's bad. But it's not bad enough to book him. I don't think. I've seen worse tackles. And... yeah, and then saying what Jones says here, Arsenal have turned dirty, and the manager is like a brute. Well, it is. They were trying to get Bowen sent off and all, which was like, and they was urging him to put Bowen for an elbow. So I'll give him a 3, mate. I'll give him a 3. Lucas, what are you saying for the ref? Lucas, what are you saying for the ref?
Yeah, my internet is just going in and out, so I'm just kind of like joining when I can. But ref, I'll give him a 4.
4. Mitch, ref?
5. Got to remember that call for Bowen's penalty. I thought was very good.
Yeah, maybe I'm just.
I think you've been very harsh, James.
I know, I am, mate.
James.
Yeah. Put the shooter away. This is what I'm going to say. Let's move on to this man, David Moyes. This is going to be an interesting debate, honestly. What I've seen over the last 24 hours through certain people on Twitter is that West Ham and David Moyes, they come in hand in hand. West Ham, to me, is West Ham United Football Club. David Moyes is an employee at West Ham United. He's paid to do a job at West Ham United. And at the minute, he's not doing his job. And I think people are looking more at David Moyes for what he's done rather than the way West Ham United Football Club is playing at the minute. Yesterday, for me, starting 11, he had to go with it. He had no other choice. If we would have went 5 at the back, every person would have moaned at that and said that's negative. So he went 4-2-3-1. So I'll give him some credit there. But... the second half, as soon as we concede a goal, he doesn't even think about changing it. And he just stands there and waits for the next one to go in, the next one to go in. And it's like fucking literally pain. And every West Ham fan watching that yesterday was probably sitting there, like literally wanting to smash their fucking TV up. I'll start off with you, Mitch. Give me your assessment of him yesterday.
What defenders do we have on the bench yesterday? Do we have Dawson? Bonner on the bench.
Yeah.
Bonner, Ben Johnson. And that's the one thing that irritates me, before I let you sort of carry on, is Ben should have come on for Coufal, on about the 60th minute mark, because Arsenal were targeting him because he was booked. And he got sent off last year. Take it away, mate.
I would give Moyes a 4. I think it was poor. I thought the lineup was pretty much, well, besides from obviously Soucek, which obviously is a big thing anyway. I thought the team was pretty much spot on. Again, him choosing to stick with Fabianski is a problem at the same time. Bonner probably should have started over Kehrer. Yeah, I think so.
Would you have gone 5? If West Ham would have set up 5 at the back yesterday, would you have been happy?
Nah.
Right.
Which is why I've given him a 4 and nothing like crazy like a 3 or 2 or 1. So, but the setup wasn't too bad. I think the press in the first half was good and the shape was good. But the second half, the gameplay, the game management had to change, and it didn't. It kind of stayed the same, and we just, we had to change with the game as it went along, as they grew into the game, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Players again were wide. No one's coming short for the players, and that is on Moyes. So yeah, 4 for me.
Lucas.
I'm gonna give him a 5. Excuse me. Lineup was about as good as it could get. Besides, obviously, Soucek. I've also been an Areola guy. So, besides those two, lineup was as good as it could get.
Yeah.
First half was good. Second half, shit. Yeah, and subs is another main problem I have with Moyes. Could have made more subs. Could have made them earlier. So, 5.
I'm going to give him a 4. For me, that first half, even though we was lucky, we got in at half time 1-0 up. But I would love to know what David Moyes said to him at half time. He surely could not have sat there and thought, keep going, lads, keep doing what you're doing because it's working, right? Because Arteta comes out and completely fucking destroys him, right? And this is a player who was a player under David Moyes many, many years ago. And he's outclassing our manager, which is embarrassing. I think Flynn Downs needs to play games. I think Thomas Soucek, why does he keep picking Thomas Soucek? For how well Coufal played in the first half, he should have been subbed off on the 60th minute mark, and Ben Johnson should have been on. Like, Ben Johnson should have been on there, right? And just to shut up the shop and stop Martinelli, and make Arsenal think. I think Arsenal's first goal was lucky. I think the second goal was embarrassing from Fabianski. Someone said it to me earlier on. Areola's on 120 grand a week and he's sitting on our fucking bench. How is that acceptable? That's not acceptable, right? It's not
Thank you
acceptable
for the donation, Steve.
Yeah, I will get to that. I will get to
Sorry.
that, Steve, in a minute, right? And finally, we just got our asses handed to us. Let's be honest, right? And Kehrer, centre half, it doesn't work. But what else can he do?
Bonner.
Maybe, but then he's got no faith in the Bonner. And for me, right, and I said it to you the other week, West Ham United are never too good not to go down. And the way we're playing like a team that is fucking crashing towards relegation at the minute.
I'm the Titanic.
Fucking Titanic, mate. And do you know what I mean? All rolled into one. It is not good at the minute. I will say that.
9/11, Titanic.
Everything. Everything. It is bad. It is bad. And I think a lot of fans feel that they've got this certain loyalty to David Moyes when they should have loyalty to West Ham United Football Club, and I don't understand why. I really don't. I just don't get it, right? I'm loyal to West Ham United Football Club. I'm not loyal to David Moyes. David Moyes, in 10 years' time, David Moyes won't be sort of remembered. He'll be like, oh, yeah, he got us to a semi-final, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? No one really remembers Sam Allardyce fucking 10 years ago, who got us promoted from the Championship.
And that's a great point that James made there, Lucas. I know you're saying about it, but the fact that Sam Allardyce got us promoted and no one really thinks about him.
And
you really think no one thinks about Sam Allardyce?
Yeah, but no one thinks about Alan Pardew in 06 when we got to a cup final. No one goes, oh yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So we've got to weigh this up. He's not doing his job to the best of his ability at the minute. Just want to quickly get to this.
Yeah.
And I'll let you come in. Steve, thank you very much, mate. I don't think we're in a relegation battle is beyond me. So let's discuss it. Are we in a relegation battle?
For me, not yet. But we're heading there.
For me, not yet. If we set Moyes,
because we're 16 matches in.
Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier when Lucas explained it. I thought the fact we're not even halfway yet, I think says a lot, and I think we are still better than a lot of clubs down there.
But are we better?
Not at the minute,
so.
but I really believe in us sacking Moyes. I do really think we'll sack Moyes.
So let's be honest here. What you lads are saying is that you are agreeing with what Declan's saying. We're not in a
To a
relegation
point.
battle.
At this
But
very
how?
moment, no. I don't think we're in a relegation battle.
I do agree with him, yeah. Not yet. But if Moyes stays in the job, then yeah.
I disagree, mate. I disagree. I've not seen nothing from West Ham in the last 4 games that we've played. One of them was a cup where I look at it and think we had a chance of winning them games. Palace, did we
The
look
way I
really look
see
like?
it is, saying we're in the relegation battle means I think we're gonna be fighting in this position for the rest of the season. I don't think we will. I do think at some point, if it keeps going on, then Moyes will be sacked, and then if we do get a new manager, then I do think we'll recuperate those points. Because the way I still see this season, I still think, all right, let's try and still aim for top half. I know it sounds ridiculously,
I agree with
maybe
Jordan. Yeah, go on, carry on.
over the top, but I still think our sights this season should be to finish in top half now, and that should be our aim.
But Mitch,
And for me,
Mitch, what I can't understand is what makes you think that we're just going to turn it on like that?
Because we're still only
we are
15
so shit
matches
right now.
into
We're
the
not going to win
season.
any games anytime soon, and by the time, in a few games' time, we will sack Moyes, I do think, and then we get a new manager in, and I do think wherever that may be, we'll turn it around.
Listen, I know people keep saying, "Oh, it's only 50." I've heard all this. I've heard this for the last year. Oh, don't worry about it. We're in the Europa League semi-final. Fuck the league, right? And we can't win a game. I heard all this in the summer when we played friendlies and we was getting hammered by Rangers. Remember Rangers away and we were getting hammered and Cresswell was getting spun. Don't worry about it. It's all for fitness. It's all for fitness. Don't worry about it. Start of the season, right? We play games. We get fucking destroyed by Brighton at home. Oh, don't worry about it. We don't ever beat Brighton at home. So if we can't beat Brighton at home and we're struggling against fucking Nottingham Forest who are fucking shit, right? What makes you think that one, we're going to get into the top 10, and two, even fucking win a game?
Because I think we're
minute?
going to get a new manager in, James.
I don't think a new manager's coming, mate. And I'll be honest.
I think one is coming.
You reckon? You honestly believe that? You honestly think GSB will get rid of him? That would be the most unreal management.
They'll look at it from a
decision
business
ever,
point of view, and they'll be like,
yeah,
we've got more of a chance of going down if we don't set the players now, and also it will upset the dressing room if we keep. I think players like Paqueta and Skamaka, who players we want to keep, will look at the club and think, do the club care if we're keeping in Moyes? Like, how is this acceptable when everyone's accepting it? But if the board wants to turn around and sack someone, not only would it, the board know this, what I'm saying as well, not only would the players go, all right, here we go, the new manager's coming in, and they would try harder, because that's always what happens when the manager comes in. They try harder, they have a bit of a reaction, a honeymoon period.
Yeah.
But the new manager would change it up as well when he would implement new tactics, better pressing, all that stuff. So, and I do think it would happen. I do think. Look, I love the board to pieces. So yeah.
You can shut the fuck up about the board. Lucas,
it was all true besides the board bit.
Yeah, I know. Lucas, talk to me. So you're saying that we're not in a battle yet. So what are we in at the minute? If we're not in a relegation battle, what are we in?
Right now, no.
Right. So what are we? If we're not in a relegation battle, and we're not going to get into the top 10, I don't think, right, at all, unless we go on like a 5-game winning run. What at the minute are we in?
Mate, I'm not saying like I'm not worried at all, because I am worried, because we're playing like absolute shit. But at the same time, we're 16 matches into the year. If we're playing this shit come the 25th, 26th match, whatever it may be, then I will be like, yes, we are in a relegation fight, because we are towards the end of the season. There's still so many matches left. Like, if you want to think we're in a relegation battle, sure. I don't think we are yet. It's all about the timing and where we're at this current point. 16 matches in. Am I worried? Yeah. Am I worried? Yes, because we're playing like shit. But are we in a relegation battle right now? No, because we're not even halfway through the season yet.
I get that. I get what you're saying, right? I really do. Right, we're not halfway through the season. But the problem is with us, our next 4 or 5 games, I'll read them off to you. We've got Brentford, then we've got Leeds, then we've got Brentford in the Cup, then we've got Wolves, then we've got Everton. The next 5 games, like, even if we lost against Brentford in the Cup, I really couldn't care less about the FA Cup this year. I really couldn't. Right? The other 4, we've got to win. We've got to win at least 2 of them games.
Not just that, but they're massive games. They're massive games. This is why all you fucking idiots didn't want to sack Moyes over the World Cup. We had to sack him over the World Cup because we needed a reaction, and we weren't going to get it from Moyes. So if we won these important big games, then we'd be back on track, well back on track, and then the relegation battle would have been forgotten because the teams we would have beaten, like Leeds, Wolves, Everton, are the teams that are down there. So we've left them in the dust. But now I feel we're going to lose against all these fucking teams, which will put us in a fucking relegation battle.
I'm going to answer this comment here,
which I totally agree with what Mitch just said.
RB73. They've stopped playing for Moyes. It's been obvious for months, which I agree with. You can't finish 6th and 7th, spend 180 million and go backwards. It's unheard of, which is true. He spent all this money. The one thing I will say, and I've done a space earlier on Twitter, and one thing that keeps coming up is the injuries. When he gets his players back, like Aguerd, Zuma, right,
it's
and
bollocks, James. It's all bollocks, mate.
Right. He has been unlucky with injuries in defensive positions. I'll give him that. But the Soucek thing, like if come Friday, right, Mitch, we set up again and we're 4-2-3-1 and Thomas Soucek's in the team, and like, because he ain't going to go with anyone else. Who else is there? He hasn't got anyone else really. Like, unless Aguerd comes back, we need Aguerd back in his team now. Like, you have to get Aguerd in this team. And the problem we have is come January the 1st, West Ham need to spend some money. They need players in his team. They need a right back at his club, which is urgent. And I think they need another centre half, I think. Because Dawson, I think, wants to go. So Dawson ain't going to hang around. Yeah, he's got no reason to hang around. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm worried, mate. I really am. I really, really am. What we got? Let's have a look. Hi, guys. I'm late. Have you guys spoken about Moyes singling out Benrahma in his interview? Why does he hate him so much? Well, we will talk about that now before we wrap this up. David Moyes in his interview yesterday digged out Saeed Benrahma, lads. Why?
I'll be honest. I've stopped trying to understand the man a long time ago. The only thing I do know about him is he operates like a mafia boss in good ways and bad ways. That's really about it. Anything else?
Lucas.
I don't know.
Spot on, Lucas. I ain't even gonna say that. I think Lucas has just summed that up brilliantly. Right. Let's talk about Brentford quickly. Right. Friday. How do we get a positive result out of this game? Right.
Go there. Positive mindset. I don't want us to, because I want Moyes to be sacked anyway. But so I would love if Subject started, because hopefully it'd get him out of the job. But if he did want to win, then we set up very positively. We set up with either Kehrer or Soucek right back, or Bonner. I think Kehrer would really struggle against Tony if he played centre half. You'd spin him like fucking and shove him all over the place if he is playing, which it looks like he is.
Yeah. I'll get to that comment shortly, Ultra. Go on, carry on, Mitch. I'll get to that comment. Go on.
And you just take the team to you play tighter than usual. Again, all these things I'm saying, it's not possible because Moyes has never played this style of football, so it's impossible. I don't think we're gonna get any result. If we get a win, it's gonna be a very lucky win, in my opinion. Yeah,
I agree. I just want to get to this question quickly. Question for the E20 Zone panel. Thank you, Ultra. When have you ever seen us dominate a game under Moyes? Because I don't think have ever seen it. Moyes is happy to see out a 1-0 wins while defending for most of it.
Last season, 4-1 against Villa when Ben Johnson scored on his left peg.
Against Norwich when we beat him last year.
We absolutely destroyed Villa that day.
But even then, we was not lucky, but we got a bit of rub there because Watkins hit the bar at 2-1. We was 2-0 up. They scored. I'll never forget it because I covered it. And Watkins hits the bar. If that goes in, it's 2-2, and then we're all over the place again. Do you know what? The last time I see us play amazing is Liverpool, in my opinion.
I thought
Liverpool
Norwich
at home
last season.
Yeah, Norwich were down, mate. Norwich were down, gone. And
but we still played well.
Yeah, even then. Started Benrahma's
We
got
answered the
two
question,
goals
baby.
and a penalty. And
James,
Moyes
when
gives
you
a
answer the question, we're answering it.
Yeah, you answer it then, mate. Go on. So you're saying Norwich.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. There you go. The problem we have is, let me get to this and then we'll wrap this up. The problem is no matter how bad Cress and Soucek play, they know they will always still be playing the next game. Totally agree. So,
Soucek's a cunt.
fair enough. Right, starting lineup for Friday, Mitch. Fire away quickly. What you think?
If you want to win the game, then
If you don't-
Ariola, Kehrer,
Right.
Ogbonna, Dawson, Cresswell, Rice, Fornals, Paqueta, Benrahma, Skamaka, Bowen.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Maybe I would take a Bonner out and try and get Gued in his team. If he's fit, get him in there. Do you know what I mean? If he can play like half a game for Morocco, we need him until like we can get this assessed in January. For me, what I think he's going to do, he's going to play Fab, Cresswell left back. I actually think he'll go with the same team again. I don't know why. I've just got this.
He will. He will.
Yeah, he's probably going to go with the same team. If he goes with the same team, he's criminal. I don't know what Flynn Downs has got to do. And I think the only reason why Flynn Downs is putting up with a lot of this is because he's a West Ham boy. That's the only reason, I think. I think if he wasn't a West Ham fan, I don't think he'd be happy at all. I think we would want to leave the club. That's just my opinion. Lucas, team, Friday.
What I think we'll see the same. We'll see the same as Arsenal, except we could see Ogbonna in for Kehrer, and then Kehrer move to right back. But Coufal again had a decent match, so he could get another go. Kehrer may be on the bench. We don't know. But if we want to win, my lineup is the exact same as Mitch's, except Antonio up top.
Yeah.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu. I agree with Crosshammers there. We are suffering.
And I only say that because of injury, and Mickey did play for this season standards. He played above average.
Let me ask you this, right? And this will be the final question of the night. If we draw the game with Brentford, where does that leave us?
Was that home or away? That's away, right?
Home.
Or no, at home.
Mate, I'm really considering going as well. I don't know if I'm going to go yet to the game. We'll have to think about it when it comes to the day.
If we draw the game, where does that leave us?
In the exact same position. Exact same position as we are now.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
That's to be a win for any kind of reaction. If we draw or lose, it's going to keep us in the same position, mate.
Yeah. It's not good, mate. It ain't good. Listen,
we should be looking to win that match. In all honesty,
if we lose, actually,
especially if Ivan Toney isn't playing, which I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
He will be playing. He's court thing or like the trial thing for him ain't till the 4th. So don't worry. Ivan will be playing against us.
But yeah, I think again, 11 versus 11. I do respect Thomas Frank, but I don't think he's some sort of mastermind or tactician. But we should be winning that match, and we're gonna be on the forefront the whole match because we know Brentford don't want the ball, so we're gonna have the ball, and we're shit with the ball. Yeah. So
I don't know. I think the possession will be quite 50-50.
Fine, well, I trust him, boys. He's right. We need to play 10 at the back. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Listen, we'll wrap it up there, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Thank you both for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. Hit the notification bell. And please do subscribe to the channel. It does help us all out. I will be back when is it? What's today? Tuesday? Thursday. You lose track of the days when it's Christmas, I must admit. So I'll be back Thursday to do a preview on that game. Will West Ham get a positive result? I just hope so, mate. And if Moyes is still here, then great. Do you know what I mean? Lucas, can you end your stream because my StreamYard's done? So
yeah.
Lucas,
and don't forget to hit the notification bell so when we go live, you are notified. And for now, ta-ta.